Good afternoon, everyone. I suppose good evening, sorry, not good afternoon. I could have said good afternoon, but I suppose technically at 6 o'clock, it's evening time. I suppose going into the evening time. You could call it afternoon, but we call it the evening. How about that? Enough of that discussion because we could argue about that till the cows come home. But I hope we're all doing well. Happy Saturday. Hello, May. It's finally May, would you believe? Well, it's already May. It's hard to believe. We're already the 2nd May. Yesterday was the 1st of May. We have a bank holiday, obviously, Monday coming too. It's crazy to believe. It is crazy to believe that pretty much 5 months of the year is gone. Like 5 months of the year are gone, like completely gone. It's mad to believe. You pretty much we're nearly at the end of the year already. I mean, it doesn't feel like it started even yet. But so much has happened just in the last few months. It's crazy. Hello, Sasha. Good evening. How are we doing? I'm sorry to hear about your mother. I didn't know the last few live streams. I'm sorry. I hope she's doing well. I hope you're doing well too, as well as you can be. But I hope we're well this evening. I hope all is good. She's just doing something now. He's just doing something here. Yeah, I'm just moving the move thing on my computer. Yeah, I understand. That's what I'm saying. I understand it, but I'm sorry that you're going through what you're going through. It's always upsetting to see like a parent suffering and stuff, and a family member, etc. suffering. I do feel for you in this difficult time. I hope hopefully it gets better. Hopefully. But yeah, I'm sorry that you're going through this. I'm sorry that your family too is going through this. What was I going to say? So yeah, we're already in May, which is hard to believe. There's that much stuff on my computer. It's absolutely insane. Yeah, it's crazy to believe that it's already May. Like we'll be soon talking about something else because it's like literally already May. We'll be talking about literally Christmas. That's what we'll be talking about soon, and then we'll be talking about Halloween. It's crazy to believe. You're on your own, yeah. But surely, you're not on your own. You're never on your own. You're never on your own, Sasha. You might think it, but you're never. There's always people there for you. We're here for you too. If you ever want to contact us, well, me, anyway, you can contact me and stuff. But you're not on your own. I often thought I was on my own too, but there's always people around you. You just don't realize it. It's about reaching out, even things like this. It's always just about getting, even your friends, your neighbors, etc. They're there for you. It's just having to saying that question. I know, but I know what you're saying. But well, good evening, James. I see we're on a good humour this evening. But no, don't be afraid to talk to somebody if you are going through things here, sure. Because it's very difficult. It's a fight that nobody should be on the road with. Cavan tussle. That's the first time I've actually heard that kind of phrase, cavan tussle. There you go. You learn something new every day. So I'm just moving things around on my computer. There's loads of fucking pitch and bass thing. Cork lady, which what? Sorry, come again. What Cork? What's in Cork? What is it that you're talking about Holly Cones, are you? Is that what you're talking about? I had to think there because I was like, who the fuck are you on about? Yeah, you're talking about Holly Cones, are you? Oh, yeah. Oh, you're talking about Fana Patrick's up in Dublin. That's your woman. She wouldn't be down in the country now. Oh, Jesus. I know Fana Patrick and you get on very well. I don't mean to take... I'm not going to take her away from you, don't worry. She's all yours. Hello, Greenface. Thank you for subscribing to my other YouTube channel, I meant to say too. Yeah, no bother. Yeah, take any take any time you need. Seriously, I understand 100%. There's a lot going on. I 100% get that. Good evening, Aaron. Only, how are we doing? But yeah, no, there's no panic. Seriously, if you need to go, you need to go. Don't feel obligated to be here or anything. There's hundreds of things going on at the moment in your life. I understand completely. But yeah. So yeah, we give it a few moments and we get into other topics, like political topics and stuff. A good bit to, well, not a huge amount, but still a good bit at the same time. So we give it a few minutes, the usual thing. Uh, Hello, Tony. How are we keeping? I nearly forgot your name there. Um, but yeah, we uploaded that other video. It was supposed to be out tomorrow. The video that I put up, but it's already in the 2 hour series. It's not 3 hours, Tony. It's only 2 hours long. The video. These are things that I'm uploading at the moment are part of that video, basically. That makes sense. They're just the shorter versions, the chapters, if you may use that, of it. Because obviously a 2 hour long video, it's a lot for people to digest. So it's better, even though they're in chapters and stuff, I have them in chapters, it's better to kind of release that, you'll say the 15 minute of it separate so people can look at that. And some people might just want to watch that. But if you want the full stuff, the 2 hour video exists, just to say. Um, but these are just the chapters, so there'll be a few of them coming out every few minutes. Like not every few minutes, sorry, every few days at the moment until we get them finished. Like they are finished, but they just need to be processed and stuff to be put up. So that's what they are. Just ask if anybody's like wondering what these parts are, etc. That's what they are. Yeah, like we're on part 5 at the moment. We're getting up there. It's like Fair City. Actually, speaking of Fair City, did you see the man in Fair City? One of the actors and stuff joined on Golda Sheena O'Connor. I happened just to see that on Twitter there yesterday, that he joined on Golda Sheena O'Connor. He's a member of Golda Sheena O'Connor. But yeah, 15 minutes cities, Tony. We're not about that. We don't want that. We want nothing to do with a backwards looking idea of 15 minutes. I don't watch it anymore. What the fuck do you mean you don't watch it anymore? Oh, Fair City, you mean? Sorry, I thought you were talking about my channel. Like, Tony, we have to have the discussion for this. Yeah, like nobody watches Fair City. Like it used to be on a few times a week. Now it's only on a few, like once or twice a week. Like I never watched it. My mother used to watch it and stuff. I remember when I was young and stuff, but I wouldn't put on OT if my life depended on it. Because why would you watch OT? We totally answer. Like you'd be better going upon bleach into your eye. That's to be totally honest. That's the better thing to do on a Saturday evening or a Sunday evening. Like the only thing that was any good on OT, and I say this straight up, the best thing that was ever on OT was Winning Streak, and they got rid of that. Poor Marty Whelan. Marty Whelan's always a good bit of crack. Oh my God, everybody's putting up some things there. Where am I now? I want to watch my Jesus, James. Hello, Ian. Sorry. I hope we're well. Good evening. I hope all is well this Saturday. Am I Scottish? No, I'm Irish, Australian. Cavan from Ireland. I put on subtitles. I don't understand what you're saying. Oh Jesus, we're not that bad. I hope. He's Northern Irish. Oh Jesus. But no, I'm sorry if you can't understand what I'm saying. You probably can't even understand me here. He's Finnish, fuck's sake. But yeah, it's quite difficult. But the subtitles, even itself, it could be a joke. But sorry, what did they only say? Sorry. Why is Neve Smith will be canvassing around cavan, a certain individual would be campaigning, knocking the doors, standing as a witness. So no, well, Neve Smith might never be coming, might never be in the door again after the next election. Because you have to remember, she only got in by 400 votes. That's all she got in by, 400 votes. And Sarah Wiley, Sarah Wiley, the senator at the moment, the N2 senator, she would have got in. If she got another 400 votes, Neve Smith would have been gone. That's what I'm saying. So she didn't get overly elected. Would have been with Neve Smith. So she might not be in the door after the next election, because that's only going to dwindle. Because you've already seen Fianna Fáil, Fine Gael supporters as they get, as the older generation die off. There's nobody to replace them voters. Now of course they're bringing in people to replace them, but tell them which name. Sorry, what name? Which name? Sorry, Saoirse. But no, I'm Irish anyway. I hope you can understand me. I think it is. Again, I'm dyslexic too, so it's atrocious to be putting spelling and stuff like subtitles and stuff. But I think the majority of people can understand me. Like if you're from Kerry, I don't know if you ever heard of Kerry. I don't know whereabouts in the world you are, but if you ever heard of somebody from Kerry or something like that, like they're bad. Like Kerry people, you can't understand Kerry people. There's people from Kerry, you need subtitles. Which original? Sorry, what? Sorry, which regards to what? Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm a bit confused. There's too much happening at the moment. See, this is what happens when there's too much. And again, just the same dyslexia too. I keep saying that, but I hope I'm right. But so that'd be atrocious. Even if I did put subtitles, it'd be atrocious. It'd be atrocious spelling. But yeah, get a haircut with the bank holiday. I'm actually going to probably get my haircut next week. It needs to be done. It does really need to be done. I was going to maybe go this week, but I said fuck it. I couldn't be bothered. But definitely next week I probably will get it. Hopefully all going well. Loan shark, God Jesus. But yes, that's hopefully the plan next week. Hopefully. Touch wood, of course. Side fringe, God Jesus. Like there's some weird haircuts nowadays people go around with. It's fucking crazy. I come across people on the street and stuff like that. And it's crazy the haircuts they have. Like they have bits like literally taken out of the side. Like big chunks of it, No, sorry, I've seen something funny here, and it's just they're like, what the fuck? What is with sorry? Get away. I see. I don't know my types of haircuts, but there's people that I've seen like they have literally the whole chunk of the hair out this side and the other side. Like it's weird. Like there's literally no like they have it all kind of taken off, but there's hair on the top and stuff. It's weird. The wood behind you. Oh yeah, this wood. Yeah, that's the only wood. Braveheart, oh Jesus, we're doing movies now. Oh Jesus. Fuck the world, yeah, whatever it is. No, but for the win, I should probably change that. But Jesus, James, we're finally speaking. We're finally speaking cavan. We're finally speaking cavan. It's about time somebody said that thing. It's about time somebody stood up to them Leitrim people. For too long, they've gone off for too much. That's why we're going to take it back. Cavan from the river to the sea. So we'll finally take back our ancient territory. Allegedly, of course, too. Finally, James is speaking my language. But so what people in Leitrim too? There's only fucking 5 people there. Leitrim's the least populated county in this country, just to say. You're welcome, James. Oh. Finally, James, you're speaking Dutch. You're speaking my language, which is double Dutch. Where am I here? So yeah, we'll finally get started on what we wanted to talk about. So I suppose the first thing we'll talk about, um, of course, the Iran situation. Nothing has really changed. The Strait of Hormuz is still blocked. Basically, nothing has changed. Basically, what I've been saying the last few weeks, basically the same thing. Uh, Nothing has really happened. Nothing has really happened. There's no airstrikes or anything at the moment. Now, Israel is going mad, just demolishing every Christian village in Lebanon. They're just knocking down everything with everything with a connection to Jesus Christ or to Catholics, etc. They're just going full on, knocking everything down. They knocked down a nun school in Lebanon. They knocked down a monastery in Lebanon too. And of course, we know about the statue of Jesus Christ too, what they done about a week ago. So Israel is just out to cleanse pretty much the Christian community seems in Lebanon, to be totally honest with you. Because that's what because there's no really why they're doing this. There's not really any logic to it. There's no logic to it because it's absolutely. Yeah, we've seen that the Italians done that, yeah, but they're after doing some other stuff, and then we've seen a nun being attacked too in Jerusalem, too. But yeah, there's an insane amount of people been displaced in Lebanon. 50,000 or so people have lost their homes, etc. A lot of homes in Lebanon, particularly in Christian areas, completely destroyed, gone. It's very, very bad in some Christian areas because a good lot of Lebanon, you have to remember, are Catholic, and a lot of the homes are just destroyed into oblivion. So they're never probably going to go back. Then Israel has occupied a lot of southern Lebanon. I'm probably never going to give it back, to be totally honest with you. But a lot of it is Christian. The areas that they are Christian areas. But the Israelis don't seem to be too bothered with, treating God or anybody with respect. So you think old Uncle Sam would be very upset with that because Uncle Sam is funding all this and is paying for all of it. Lebanon, yeah, the French are not happy. The French are very fuming over it. But the ceasefires have been broke a good few times by both sides. Not even Hamas. Well, not Hamas. It's Hezbollah that's doing it too. That's the firing rockets and stuff. But Israel is just going and demolishing buildings that are just standing there. Like this, the buildings are just standing there. There's nobody in them, and they're just demolishing them. But yeah. But it's all a part of Israel's agenda, in a way, because they want to have a greater Israel, pretty much. At some point, now I probably shouldn't be saying things like that, but that's pretty much their agenda. I've said that many times that they want to occupy pretty much the whole Middle East, nearly. Not all the Middle East, but a good lot of it. You're not allowed to say that, but it's a thing pretty much because there's no other explanation on why they would be doing these things. Now I know obviously people would say Hezbollah's fine on them, etc. But going and just demolishing Christian statues, etc. Is not in their aims. Let's put it that way. And especially because again the sheer destruction, like 50,000 homes, 50,000 people displaced. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of homes that were demolished in just a few weeks. So Oh, you went in Beirut. You were there in Lebanon, weren't you? Yeah, now you're getting Tony's orders. Yeah, like Beirut used to be a nice place. It's going by what I've heard before. Jesus, James, don't be using that language. But what I was going to say, yeah, like there's. I don't know if people remember the explosion, but there was an explosion a few years ago in Beirut, where they just like half the city pretty much destroyed. Like half the city just disintegrated. It was to do with fireworks and other stuff. So, just give me a moment. Sorry about that. I had a visitor. I was saying hello to the visitor. But yeah, no, that's interesting, Green Face. Like, why were you over there? I suppose I know that sounds a bit awkward, but what took you over there? Like specifically Lebanon. What really took you over there? The fuck was that? No, like I heard a winging noise or something. Give me a moment. So they're doing multiple things here. You were barely like, no, see, I didn't know you were being serious. Because I don't know what age you are. I know that sounds a bit sus, but like I didn't know what age you are. You know. So you usually have to take people on the road when they say it. Actually, funny enough, Santa Mountain was actually supposed to be in Lebanon in October coming this year for the Brute Business Conference, but of course that's been cancelled now. So, but yeah, she was supposed to be in Lebanon in October, but obviously that's cancelled because of the situation. But the beginning of the year when it was organised, like the beginning of the end of last year, the beginning of this year, obviously there was no conflict and stuff. So, but that's where she was supposed to be in October. This year, actually, sorry, October, September it was. Sorry, yes. But that won't happen now. Well, don't blame me. Saoirse's the one to blame for that one. So she was asking me about it. So. A Santa's special too. I don't know actually what it's like. She's vegetarian and stuff, so I don't know. I'm assuming she would eat ice cream. Yeah, she would probably eat ice cream. I'm not sure. I can't actually remember the ever see her eat ice cream. I'm not sure, but I say she probably does. But yeah, so pretty much the Strait of Hormuz is still closed, and nothing has changed based in that regard. Yeah, I get blamed if it's raining. Oh Jesus, well poor Santa Mountain's feeling that. Because she gets blamed for everything in Finland. Like, the woman hasn't been around like government for the last 4 years, but even everything at all, anything, the smallest thing, a pothole in the road, she gets blamed for. It's such a Jesus Christ. But what was I going to say to you? So yeah, we all know about our good friend, the Lord Mayor of Dublin. He, as we were talking about the other day, he went off on a nice business trip to California, and I'd be like, "What's the problem with that?" Well, I tell you this. Listen to this. He billed the taxpayer for €6,000 for his private, like for a lovely business class seat, with champagne and everything, the whole shebang. €6,000. Now we don't know how much he spent when he went over there, because of course he didn't pay for the hotel himself, etc. So the hotel was probably another 20,000, probably, and a big fucking he probably was up in, I don't know, fucking Hollywood. But long story short, he's saying I was selling Dublin. He was selling Dublin in California. And he pretty much was selling Dublin out. Like, let's be fair. He was saying, I'm selling Dublin, trying to get people to invest in Dublin, come to Dublin. But let's be fair, he's selling out Dublin, because I don't think he's done any good over there. Like, let's be fair. What has he done? There's nothing to show for it. Like, it'd be different if he said, here's €1 billion I'm after getting from California. But he's pretty much said nothing. Like, he's not showing what he's got, Well, fucking way. That it's from GTA 4, sorry. But yeah, it's for crazy. I'm selling Dublin out. I'm selling Dublin, but he is actually selling Dublin out. That's what he was doing. Because there's no offer. He didn't offer to pay the bill. He's could have said, look, I'm going for the by-election. I'm going to pay that 6,000 out of my own pocket, and I'm going to cover all the expenditure. But no, not a peep, not a whisper. But yeah, it's funny, he won't even mention Fine Gael. He's wonderful for Fine Gael. He won't even say he's from Fine Gael. Like, he never said once, I'm proud of Fine Gael. I'm a Fine Gael person, but he never did. Well, I don't know about his cowardice. I think he just doesn't give a shit. I think that's the main thing. I don't think he's afraid to. Like, he might be afraid to say he's from Fine Gael. Yeah, he could be afraid of that. But I don't think he gives a shit. I know the other thing is too, because he didn't apologize for it. That he just simply doesn't care. He just doesn't give a shit. Which is the 2-1. Very scary. But yeah, so we see what happens there. Of course, the by-elections. Who, me? What about me? But yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, of course, the by-elections is the end of May. So I don't know who's going for it. I have to actually look that up because I never actually looked it up. Yeah, yesterday was the last day for people to thing, and I did look at the thing because it's down how who's going for it. So we'll talk about it just now when we're here because it's coming up at the end of the 22nd of May. So we see what happens. 22nd of May. Anybody in these constituencies, Galway West or Dublin Central? Is there anybody in them constituencies? I don't think so. Unless there be most likely be somebody in Dublin Central, maybe. Yeah, this generation, yes, picking up fucking it's picking basically been fucking throwing everything at them. Let's put it that way. The kitchen sink has been thrown at them. But the kitchen sink and the wall too, everything. Mother of fucking God, excuse my language, but we have 14 candidates for one seat in Dublin Central. We have Malachy Stevenson, that's the independent. People know who Malachy Stevenson is. Then we have Gerard the Monk Hodge. Does anybody know actually too? Paul for Simons, I think, was supposed to go for that area. Does anybody know as he is? Because I can't see it here. I could be blind, but no, I don't think he is. I see a name too. There's a name too person. There's another independent, Ruto Donald. No, that's a Labour Party, sorry. Independent in the Labour Party. Colin Flood, independent. I don't know who Colin Flood is. Tony Covaghy. I've heard that name before. I don't know who he is, but I've heard of him. If this is the same fellow I'm thinking of. So Malachy Stevenson and Jerry the Monk Hodge. Now, obviously, this Fine Gael fellow hasn't got a hope. The Lord Mayor of Dublin hasn't got a hope. Yeah. Oh, in fairness, the war white on the, what they call it, the family care ref on them. But the only party in the Dáil saying not to vote for it. So the war white, the Western were all jumping up and down about it. Like Mary Lynn McDonald, as soon as the vote was passed and everybody rejected it, she was like, we're going to win it again. I don't know if he's won it. That's what I'm asking. I don't know if he's won it. That's the thing. Does anybody know? Because it doesn't show here unless they're making a mistake. But I thought he was. Somebody told me he was at one stage. But I don't know. That was a while ago. That was about a month ago. Somebody said he was winning. But it doesn't show here. What I'm looking at here is the weather show. And I can't put his name forward now if he hasn't. I see there's loads of independents, but there's no national party. There's no Irish Freedom Party. As far as I can see, I see people before probably see the Labour Party. A few independents. There's a Fine Gael, Fianna Fáil person. Yeah, but I don't know who would you vote for in this situation? Like, would people just vote for the Hutch? Like, say if you had the opportunity to be in Dublin Central now in the morning, would you just vote for the Hutch, or would you vote for Malachy Stevenson? Because to be totally honest, if I was in this situation, I would probably go into this. What I have in front of me, 14 names. I don't know about the other independents. I don't know what they're about. The only names that I know is Gerard Monk Hodge and Malachy Stevenson. There's 1, 2, 3. There's 3 other independents. I don't know what they're about. I've heard one of them before, but I don't know who he is exactly. But what were we doing if you were in Dublin Central? Would you just not bother voting? Santa. Oh, Jesus, Santa. And then the 17 candidates, mother of fucking God, 17 candidates for one seat. My God, Independent Ireland. I see somebody. There's somebody. Into is there none of the nationalist parties like the Irish Freedom Party or the National Party or what they got? Ireland Force, yes, that's it. Oh, Liberty Republic. Is Liberty Republic still around? Ben Gilroy. Yeah, 100%. No bother. Take it easy. Do take it easy. Take time for yourself. It's important to relax. We don't want you overstressing. I know you're in a very situation, and I know it's easy to say, but please don't overstress yourself because it's not do any good to your health either. Stressing yourself. So do take time. Do take time to relax. But yeah, you've been through a lot the last week and the last few months too. So, I'm from the same clan. Tony's sweating conspiracy theories. Well, I don't know about everybody being controlled. Like some of these independents, I don't know about that. But yeah, so I'm looking at Galway West here. So we have one independent now, Noel Thomas. I don't see any nationalists, like the nationalist parties here. Does anybody know, is anybody running for them? Because I see loads of independents. There's a good few independents. It's good to see. But I don't know much about them, to be totally honest. Does anybody know? Aaron only probably the only one that probably would know. Because I haven't heard anything. I only thing I heard was maybe Paul Fitzsimons could be going for the Dublin Central one last month. This was last month now. Somebody told me that. But I don't know. I haven't heard anything since. Take the grass milk. Yeah, Maliki Stevenson. But well, personally, I don't have nothing against the man. Personally, there's a few things maybe I could fault them about. Let's put it that way. A few things that I've seen that I wasn't too pleased about. But apart from that, I don't. How would I put it? I'm pretty much, and I'm not that like what I'm trying to say. I'm in the middle, basically. I don't dislike him, but I don't. I don't like him at the same. I'm kind of in the middle, if that makes any sense. If that makes sense, it's hard to describe, but I'm not overly fond of him. I would still talk to him if he came up to me and stuff, but I wouldn't be overly talking to him too much, if that makes any sense. I do think Gavin Pepper is a great counsellor because he's always somewhere. In fairness to Gavin Pepper, he's always fucking somewhere. Like he's always talking to somebody. He's either doing something. He's there. He's always on the like. I don't know if he gets any time at all to himself because he's always somewhere. Like in fairness to Gavin Pepper, he's just fucking. He must not sleep at all because he's just everywhere. Everywhere you look, he is someone. That's a good thing to see about a counsellor because usually can't see them. Usually cannot find a counsellor to save your life. So it's good that he's available, that he's around and he's available to people. And that's a good thing to see in the council because a lot of the councils around here wouldn't find them if your life depended on them. But anyway. But I don't know. A lot of people do not like Maliki Stevenson. There's a lot of people who don't. Often people have said it many times to me that they don't like him for whatever. There's other reasons too, but we're not getting into other reasons because many people said many things to me over the years about it. Yeah, I understand. Like as I say, I'm kind of in the middle. I don't overly like him, but at the same time, I'm not against him that much because he's writing about a lot of the things he says. But it's some of the actions I might not agree with totally. But that's pretty much it. But I'm not. I wouldn't if he come up to me now at the moment. I wouldn't turn him away and but I wouldn't spend too much long. I wouldn't spend a huge amount of time talking to him. In that sense, that's. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's the way I see it. I would talk to Gavin Pepper if I came across him. Who's walking on crimes? What? Yeah, I heard about that. John Waters was a bit. He was ill. He had a sickness or some kind of illness. Well, I hope he gets better soon. I heard that the other day actually, but I didn't know. I didn't look into it much more than that. I was told about it the other day, but I'm not. He probably is exhausted, yeah. But I thought somebody said he was ill, like he had a sickness. Because he'd be fair age, John Waters. So he'd be fair age. He'd be. I don't know what age he would be exactly, but he'd be good age. He would be exhausted too. Like he is a queer age. I'm not sure what to say. He's old as the hills, but he is a. He's I don't know what age exactly he would be, but he would be old. But I'm not sure. I don't know if it's exhaustion. He probably did say it in his show that it was exhaustion. But I don't know. I was told the other day about he had some illness. But see, I get told many different things. Yeah, but he's getting on in years too. But yeah, he'd be definitely around 70. Yeah, I'm not too sure, but he'd be definitely 70. But what was I going to say to you? Yeah, see, I get told many different things from many different people about different things. Like I could tell you about 20 things that I was told this week. Because usually there's a person I know that usually compiles a few things that I don't know, maybe. Pretty much what I would describe. And a lot of the stuff that I get, like it's kind of a list I get at the end of the week. I know that sounds a bit sus, but he kind of compiles what I missed, basically. Because there's other things that I don't. Like I'm not paying attention in a lot of the cases. But a lot of it's just basically fucking God. Well, not so much about me. It's not about me at all, pretty much. It's about other people and stuff. Well, not other people, but other things like that happening. And the majority of the cases is either somebody accusing somebody of being a rat or being doing something. Like that's what it always ends. That literally that's the list every week. It's either this person accusing this person of working for the state. This person's accusing this person of working with British nationalists. This person's accusing that other person of doing this. Like this is what's pretty much been told to me every week. Because basically it's a lot to do with the nationalist community, what's happening in Ireland itself, like the nationalist community. Like for a few weeks, like back last few years ago, it was just constant about infighting. This party's fighting with the other party, and this person's fighting with the other person. It's just like that's pretty much what it turns into. Because the only reason why I get told these things is so I know what's happening exactly. Because oftentimes I just don't pay attention when it's just constant infighting. Yeah, no bother to say sure. I wish you all the best and your mum all the best too, and of course, everybody wants to please God everything will work out for the best for everybody. But yeah, who's been like we have been told that that's no shit, Tony. We all know that. But yeah. But yeah, no, it's interesting to see at the end of the week because this person does like he's in enough to gossip. We're not gossip, but the stuff that's going on, people infighting and stuff. But yeah, but there's not as much thankfully. Like back 2 years ago, it's constantly this party's fighting with the other party. This party's accusing this party of that. This is happening, and the other thing's happening. Which is in? Who's in? Sorry, what is that? Sorry. Which and what? Sorry, James. What are you? Who are you on? What? But yeah. Oh, what was going to say to you? There's something I was going to say to you, but I only thought of it then and I forgot about it again. See, this is what happens when I get distracted. Just don't ever remember it. What is this joke? Oh my God, who's now? What the fuck is this shit? Sorry, one moment. See, this is the worst thing about being a YouTuber, though. What the fuck? Barely get it. So yeah, at the moment, I just wanted to talk about the latest opinion poll. It seems like Sinn Féin probably will run away with it in the next election. Now, to be totally honest with you, they're not going to be much better. They're not going to be any better than Fianna Fáil and Gael. But yeah, so it pretty much seems like Sinn Féin's going to run away with it because there probably will be Social Democrats in too. Holly Combs is what they kill. We're not wanting to kill people, but Holly Combs is out just to I don't know, decrease the Irish population by 20%. Another time over. So that's great. Everybody's going to vote for the Social Democrats, I'm sure. Didn't care much about it, but they offered some money, not much. So when the majority of homeless were Irish under 40. Okay, we're with the fairies, oh Jesus. Didn't interact. Yeah, a lot of people we're not even just speaking about Africans and stuff like that. But a lot of people, you go by them on the streets, you don't take much of it. Because you see, people have places to be, because usually they're trying to sell you something or talk to you about something. You got what I'm saying? People, you have places to be. Like when I was in Helsinki and stuff, there was constantly people we're not like there were native Finnish people and stuff. But they'll be handing out leaflets and stuff for shops and for different things. And the majority of the time I would stop, just to see where it was and what they're talking about. And they'd be very surprised because a lot of people just straight away walk away and you walk on. You don't see much around the rural island, but in the cities you see it, of course, in Helsinki and stuff, in Dublin you would. But what was the lead? Did you see what it was about, or what was to do with? Hello, Devil, I think it is. Sorry, apologies for pronouncing that wrong. Thank you very much for the good compliment. Sorry, couldn't speak. I hope we're doing well this Saturday. Hope all's good. Hope you're enjoying your day. And of course the weekend, the bank holiday weekend too. Anybody doing anything nice for the bank holiday? Any fun? Yeah, I seen that too. I was wondering, like, I was looking at cavan and I was like, hang on a second. Drum Lane. And I was like, hang on a second, because I thought it was talking about Drumalee. And I was like, there's no round tower in Drumalee. But then I remembered that there is a round tower at the monastery up in Milltown. And I was like, oh yeah, it's Drum Lane, But yeah, I thought it said Drumalee, but it was Drumain, which is Milltown, basically. James is off to Finland. Well, fair play to you. I hope you're looking forward to getting the bit, because it's not cheap. It'd be nearly €1,000 for you just to get there alone on a plane. So, good luck to you. Yeah, there's a lot. There'll be a lot of them, but it's mainly old monasteries and stuff that the towers were built. And there's one in Clonus too, yeah. Actually, it's actually warmer in Finland than it is here. Like, it's actually warmer in Finland than it is here. Think about that for a second. Because the sun was shining yesterday in Helsinki, and it was 14 degrees. It was 14 degrees in Helsinki yesterday. Just think about that. So, yeah, if you want to go to Spain, there you go. Like, it was actually warmer in Helsinki than it was here. So, obviously, up in Lapland, it's still a bit cold. Oh, thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thanks very much for the sub. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. Thank you. $400,000 views, PogChap. Somebody was saying to me actually the other day, speaking about just views and stuff like that. Somebody was saying to me that I was on the Chinese. I was on the Chinese. Yeah, that's a good thing to say. Listen to this. There is a Chinese website, like it's called, whatever the fuck do you call it? Like it's a Chinese website where they have pretty knockoff videos of people on the Chinese website. It's not a little, no, but it's what would you call it? Because other YouTubers had videos stolen before to put on it and stuff. Now I don't know. Obviously they're picking and choosing what ones they put on my channel. Because let's be fair, there's some things I've said about the Communist Party that might not be. They might be risking their lives by putting it up on it. Yeah, money is their god, exactly. Turned into a stalker. Checking the weather is turned into a stalker. What? Turned into a stalker by checking the weather. Imagine that going to court. Your Honor, he's stalking the weather. Like, imagine going to court and bringing that to court and saying to Your Honor, this man is stalking the weather. He's looking at the weather. Like, imagine that. Like, typical, it probably would happen in this country. And the judge is sending you to 500 days in prison. Well, over in Finland, let's be fair. Like, when Sanna Marin was being stalked by that fella, the judge let him off with it, basically, which is lovely. But then again, if I was stalking the weather, that'd be a different story. He wouldn't get off with it. So he should start stalking the weather. I don't know how you can even stalk the weather. Yeah, he was from Turkey. He was from Turkey. Yeah, thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sienna? Who is Sienna? Who is Sienna? What is Sienna? What are you on about, James? Is the woman sneaking into your garden? Oh, you're still spelling well. You're putting an E. You're talking about Sanna, N. You talk about You're putting an E instead of an A. So Sienna. Oh no. Now, well, that probably would be the Irish word you would use. Sanna, not Sienna. That's what you were saying, Sienna. Even though there is Siennas, that's a common enough name in Ireland for a girl and stuff. No, I never came across an Irish person called Sanna. It's more Finnish, Scandinavian up now. Yeah, there's I've come across 3 or 4 people that's called Sienna stuff in Ireland. There was one that used to go to my primary school, called Sienna. And our second name was O'Neill too, which was very common in this area. Is O'Neill. Everything with O's. O'Reilly, O'Connell, Brady too is very common. Smith, all that fucking it's common around. It's so many. O'Walks, etc. O'Wally. There's a lot of O'Wallys. Oh fuck. That's when the taxman comes. Yeah, that's what the cabin people say when the taxman comes. Oh fuck. The O'Neill. Yes. They're from Tyrone kind of. That's really what it's from. Yeah, O'Neill's really up that way. Which is in Italy? What's in Italy, Tony? Are you in Italy? Oh Jesus. How is Judge Maloney doing these days? I hear it's not going well for the Italian and German government at the moment. Now, not back then, of course, but what I'm trying to say is Donald Trump is pulling out troops from Italy and from Germany, mainly because he's just bitter that they haven't helped in Iran. So he's pulling out American troops because American troops have bases in Germany and in Italy and across Europe too. There's full of troops everywhere. John Doe Whitey, indeed. John Doe Whitey has left us behind. Not even the princes of long, long ago could compare to the gallant, like the gallant John Doe. But yeah. Let me just. I'm sorry. I'm just making sure I have everything. What is this yap? More yap. Belgele. There was another thing about at the top, but now I can't find it. Tony's thumbs up. So, did anybody hear of about these buses, these electric buses, that the average state spent 38 million? You heard me right, 38 million on 50, about maybe 80 buses or something like that are sitting idle. And you're probably like, what's the problem? A lot of these buses are electric buses, and they have nowhere to charge them. So basically, they're just sitting gathering dust. They've been there for 500 days or so. So great stuff. We're buying buses and having them just lie there. The what? Yeah, I know. Finnish snipers, not people to be messing with. But yeah, so are we happy that electric buses are just there? Like Kamala Harris herself came up with the electric buses. Yeah, but it's still the fact of the matter that they bought the buses and the buses are just sitting there. They haven't been used. So what was the point in buying them in the first place? At least the buses that are breaking down and stuff, they're actually kind of moving a bit. Even though they might break down, they're actually at least there. Also, I want to just mention about an incident that happened in Logford yesterday. Now, we've probably seen this, but it's to do with a cafe that just literally opened that day, yesterday, in Logford. I think it was Logford Town. But unfortunately, the person had their purse stolen the first day they opened the cafe, which is a terrible thing to happen. Imagine you open the cafe for the community and somebody steals your wallet. It's insane. But hopefully that woman got it back. I haven't got any update on it. I probably should look about it. I probably will look about it now, actually, because I meant to do it this morning, but fucking too much to do. Give me a moment. I know, just look to see. Hopefully she got it back, but I'll just double check. Which recording? Sorry, what recording? Sorry, which recording? Well, there's nothing on the page yet about it. As far as I know, they haven't got it. We're going by this. Yeah, I don't think they got it back. As far as I know, I haven't seen anything, but I'm looking here and there's no word of it. I don't know. Maybe she did. I don't know. I can't really say because there's nothing really about it at the moment. Yeah, it takes 3 weeks for you to see it. Jesus, the mail is slow these days. But I noticed that myself, that you're applying to things that are 3 weeks old. Jesus Christ. It takes 3 weeks or something, for the person to see the thing. So say if I was saying I won the lotto, goodbye everybody, fuck you, I'm going off to fucking Timbuktu, I'm never coming back. 3 weeks later, I'd be like, oh, he won the lotto. He might give me some money and I'm away on my luxury yacht in the Pacific or somewhere. And then the ship gets attacked by the Japanese. So, great story. I think I've seen that, yeah. The not happy. Well, I've seen the clip of it, I think. The West is falling. Also, Sean hasn't been in tonight. Sean's going to be in tonight. I didn't get notification. Did anybody actually get notification tonight? Don't think so. Wouldn't say so. Because I've been saying to Sean for the last fucking 20 years to come on, to speak for a while if he wanted to. No. Oh my god, barely get it. And I. Barely, yeah, oh Jesus. No, more reference than if I won the lotto, I'd get a yacht. And the Japanese would attack with a plane. It's happening again. The same with the whole country's gone to the dogs. Same with every place. It's fucking a mess every place. Oh yeah, I was just looking at this. Let me just make sure it's not showing it here. But there's 2 autobiographies done about Santa Mountain. This one's very big. Like I was looking at, that's what she said. But there's an awful lot of stuff in it, like this other one compared to this one. Yeah, roses and stuff too. But I was just looking at that today. I like dogs. Good to know. Well, a lot of people don't like dogs, actually. A lot of people are scared of dogs. Because a lot of people had bad experiences with dogs when they were younger. So, yeah. No, I'm not. Jesus, that's all in your imagination, James. It's all in the delusion. As I say, people have people just imagine these things. Oh yeah. So the leader of the Conservative parties in the UK, the leader of the Conservative Party in the UK, um, that is basically they put out footage of Bloody Sunday when they were talking about the British Army and stuff. So great thing to put out, Kemi Benlock. This is a safe channel, less chance of being called names. Oh, you've been called, me being called names. I've been called names every 5 minutes of the day. But yeah, there's not that many people in compared to maybe other channels and stuff. Mainly because people don't get the notifications and stuff. But yeah, I don't think people, very seldom people call each other names. People call me a lot of names and say, "Oh, you fucking post Anna Mowan." Like the amount of people, like I've looked up yesterday. I don't know if people seen the community post, but the amount of comments about Santa Mowan is absolutely fucking insane. Like it would take a week to go through them all. Basically, if I was putting them up on social media. Deputy Stag. Fuck you, Deputy Stag. Fuck you. Most unparliamentary language. Jim Gavin is Putin's. Oh, Jesus. Sticks in some ways break your bones. Hell, Gilly. What is this yap? So give me a moment. What are we yapping right now? Giving out brevity. So we know because there's too much happening these days. What is this yap? To do with Santa? Well, like a lot of the names are like who's paying you. So sexual harassment in the workplace. Hello, oh, Cormac Haggerty. I think I know who. Well, I do. That sounds a bit sus. Yeah, Cormac Haggerty from school, is it? I think I straight away I was like, oh yeah, that could be who I'm thinking of. I love how it just straight away just popped in me. I was like, oh yeah, Cormac Haggerty. I think that's who you are because again, that's a very common name. But how are we doing if it is so white? If I am white in that, I love the way just straight away I was like, oh yeah, I know who you are. Hopefully I know who you are because it'd be weird if I didn't. If I was like, oh yeah, what's up? Oh, a lot of stuff. The weather, the country, the whole lot. But I hope well. I think I know who you are. You're from my national school and stuff when we used to go to national school. I hope I'm white, but it could be because there was another Cormac Haggerty too that I knew. Funny enough, the same name, but I don't think. I think I know who you are. Oh, you mean me whole? Me whole? Oh, Jesus, me whole. Where to start? Poor me whole. It says nobody likes him, and I don't like him either. So that makes two of us. But yeah, poor me whole is not having a good time. Well, he's backwards looking at US sovereignty. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of me whole. But I don't think anybody is a big fan of me whole. I say there's about 5 people a fan of me whole. Like nobody can stand me whole. Me whole. But yeah, he's not having a good time. Like he's not going to. He's saying he could go for the next election, like me whole mountain is, and he hasn't got a hope. Fianna Fáil is going to probably be destroyed in the next election. Fianna Fáil is gone in the next election. Oh well, I couldn't really say. Unfortunately, I couldn't really say here. I wouldn't want to just out them, I suppose, if that makes any sense. But there was a lot of great teachers. You know yourself. People have to vote for him. Oh, you mean Micheál Martin? Yes. But I don't know why they voted for him, in his constituency. I don't know why they did it, because even outside his own constituency office in Cork, um, there was trouble. There was constant trouble. Like, there's antisocial behaviour out the hill in his own constituency office. Like, this is in his own constituency office. There was a man running around with a knife. So it shows you how much he cares about his people that voted for him. Jack Maguire. I don't know, to be totally honest with you, Cormac. Doesn't sound familiar, but I know a good few Jacks, but I don't think there's Maguire or Jack Maguire. No, as far as I know, I don't know Cormac. I could be wrong, but can't picture him at the moment if I do know him. Just trying to think, did I know a Jack Maguire? No, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. To be honest, I might have probably met him before, but I can't remember, to be totally honest. No, I don't think I have to say no, but I could be wrong, because it's hard to remember. I could have, but I can't remember what. Where's Mark? Well, yeah, Mark and Bitwin. I haven't seen them about 2 years. Well, actually, sorry, I'd seen Mark one day. Well, not one day. I didn't see him in person, but he was on one of my videos one time. Back about maybe 3 months ago, 4 months ago, yeah, something like that. I don't know where. I think they're at college, and I think they're just busy with college in a lot of cases. But yeah, like getting anywhere. Jesus Christ, not getting anywhere. He's not getting anywhere. Jesus. But me foot. See, the worst thing about sitting so long, even when I was when I go to this college course, I find it, because usually when I was walking and stuff like that, you were moving all day, basically. You wouldn't used to sitting down, and my leg always goes numb. Like the bottom of my leg always goes very numb from sitting down. And that's what's happening basically now, because I moved it and it's numb. Basically, it's just totally, it feels like it's not even on my, like it's not even on me. If that makes any sense. You were looking for them. I can't tell because I haven't seen them. But I remember he was there a few weeks ago. No, not a few weeks ago, but a while ago. Sorry, give me a moment. The hotel cancelled them. Typical. There was another event. Somebody else's event was cancelled at some hotel. I don't know if you heard about that, Saoirse. I think it was that one. What they call it from Leash. I can't think of the name. McGulligan or something. McGulligan, yeah, something like that. I can't think of her name, but I know who she is. He has a daycare place, like a daycare, or not day, like a cool kids or something like that. What do you call your man from Cork? Galway, sorry. Cork, Galway, same things. Like he's very rich and stuff. Can never take him. But I think you know who I'm on. But like they were doing some kind of event too, and the hotel cancelled them. I think, or the venue cancelled them. Was open, so I vaguely heard about that. Somebody was saying to me actually by Misha Era. No, from Galway. He's rich. He's like Dermot Gallagher. Yeah, that's who he is. Dermot Gallagher. Like the witch. He's a very rich fellow, and I think so. I'm not sure, but I can't remember. But they're McGalligan too. And what they call her, it's McGalligan or something. That's the other one. She's in Leash, I think. You can never take them play him useless. It's hard to be dyslexic, not going to lie to you. Where did I put that other pen of mine? Idiot. Oh, I've lost my pen. Mine God. I must have bought it downstairs. Little gilly. Whose funeral? What funeral? Sorry, where's the funeral? What funeral? We're playing GTA San Andreas. We might stay for another little while too tonight. We might go for a little bit extra tonight. Also, the other thing actually too, we might see about a quiz. Not this month. We might wait until the end of next month, the end of June. How does that sound? We see, but because we have to organise and stuff. We're only basically at the planning stage at the moment. Like we haven't even put anything down yet. So it's going to take a while before we can get them. But just to let you know, I see my pens here. I think I might have brought it downstairs, but full moon tonight. Oh, Jess, it's time to go out and do something. Requested videos. Well, what exactly do you want, Tony? We could see. We could think about it. But probably not necessarily because we have too much to be putting out at the moment. Because we have the whole 2-hour video still to put out. Gaslighting them. Oh, great stuff. We all love a bit of gaslighting. Oh, no, yesterday. All right. We all love gaslighting. Where did the term gaslighting come from? Because it never really existed back about maybe 5 years ago. Does anybody know who kind of started everybody saying about gaslighting? We declare the rights of the people to the ownership. To the unfettered control of Mary Butler's talking shit. I've seen him talking shit about Mary Butler. Sorry, now 2 seconds. Yeah, apologies, everyone. Sorry, doing something there. Where am I here? It's Get Gaslight movie. What the fuck? But a man trying to do whatever with his wife. A husband drives his wife insane. What the fuck? Where did all this come from now? We're just hating on people that are married. Oh, I know what it is, Tony. Like, I know what it is, yeah. I know what it is, but where did it come from originally? Like, who started to use it? That's creators. You know, like 6-7. Like, you all know where that came from, 6-7, but where was the origination of it? I know there was a job back in the day gaslighting people and stuff. Not gaslighting, but gaslighting the lamps. Putting fucking power into the lamps. You're not actually going and gaslighting people. Whereas opposed to politicians nowadays, they have a job gaslighting people. So technically that still exists. There's always been a politician. Great fun. Oh, from the movie part. Yeah, that's what you were saying there. Gaslight the movie, yes. So people just kind of took a notion of that and was like, oh, Jesus. Sure, Jesus. May the holy love of Mary have ever seen the light. 999. We all know where that comes from. Great stuff. The West is falling. What the David, Jesus Christ. What fucking... Here, we see. A very cool thing to do. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh Jesus, Tony, I can't be on with that. It's a long story. But you probably have seen, you know rightly what I'm talking about. But yeah, so anything anybody want to talk about? Because we probably go 7:30, so we just kind of chat among ourselves. Because we talked about a good few things that I wanted to get through anyway. There's a bit more I could talk about, but we live there. Because see, the problem with it, I always talk about something, then I get distracted. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Jesus. Now, James. Sure, Jesus, James. You kind of like them. See, Tony likes them. So, well, you don't be upsetting Tony. He likes his depression. As he says himself, you own nothing and be happy. You know, that's what Tony says in his spare time. He wants you to own nothing and be happy. So he's just getting in the mood for the Great Reset. And the New World Order, of course. He has a picture of Klaus Schwab's in his bed, so he's just in his bed. Oh, that's great. But anyway. Oh, Leitrim Day. Fucking Leitrim Day. Nobody cares. Leitrim doesn't even exist. How can you have a day when Leitrim doesn't even exist? On commission them on, oh, my man, he'd be goggle-eyed looking at it. Imagine the lads in London have a pint of milk. Oh, Jesus. But that's not even a pint. That's fucking half a glass. He's watching you, Evan Only. Don't deny him. He's looking at you. He's watching us. He's here right now. He's writing all the names down and taking numbers. In my bed. What the fuck? What was I going to say? Do you know what actually one of my people that I know did? That I work with, somebody that I work with, what I'm trying to say. You know the way a Messenger, does anybody use Messenger? Does anybody use Messenger? Just to ask. does anybody use it? Because I try and because if people don't understand, I try and explain what I mean. I know Mark was talking about it. He's the most human man alive. No, you don't use Messenger. Nobody uses Messenger. I'm surprised nobody uses it because I use it a bit, like just to talk to my friends. So mainly that's why I have a message on my friends and stuff, like my family and stuff. But yeah, somebody like one of my friends at work, right? Created an AI basically. So like the way Messenger can create an AI and stuff, like to answer your questions and stuff. So he basically fucking done this shit. I'll show you now. Like he basically created a Santa fucking AI, which is fucking insane. Like he put it onto my phone. So yeah, he just basically created the Santa AI. So yeah, that's what's happening. So that's literally what it's on about. Like this is literally what I have to fucking put up with a Messenger too. Like there's a fucking Santa AI, just fucking talking Finnish to me, like literally talking Finnish and talking and fucking riddles and stuff. So yeah, there you go. Why do you exist? That's just pretty much what I asked it. And just fucking talking shit, like yeah, it's pretty sus. But yeah, so that's basically what I have to put up with nowadays. So great stuff. Why do you exist? Lovely thing to say to an AI. The memories. Pelgeli. Freemasons are Jesus. He gets Mark out of the UFC. Jesus. Indeed. James is like indeed. Seriously, just having a nice chat. That's what it's just a nice chat with James. We're not involved in the conversation. She's excluding us from the discussion. Isn't that nice? We've been thrown out of the discussion. We're not allowed to have a discussion. You believe in the new world order, baby. On you, your sons and daughters. We get declared. We declare. Fuck the music, what the fuck? Passed away in 2000. Oh, did he? I probably did hear from before. Let me just see. Time to get the phone. Oh, you're right. Yeah, I have it here. He passed away in 2009. Yeah, that's who you are. I actually seen him before too. Yeah, I know his face to see. I don't know how I know it, but I've seen it before somewhere. We just talk. I don't even know what to talk about. To be honest, on the fucking handbags and God only knows what else. Be the holy of a man, whichever you like. Coleman, Mark Coleman, what? People just throwing out random names at this stage. What? Hell again, yeah. The worst thing about like creating a new YouTube channel, excuse me, apologies, is that it won't let you commit to a community post unless you show me your ID. Like, I kid you not. Just show you this because I was going to give out fuck about this. With this. It'll probably let me now, the bastard thing. The who and bastard thing. Oh, it actually did the cut. The cut of a thing. Excuse my language. So yeah, it won't let me create the community post. You see this community post, it won't let me unless I show them my ID. Yeah. It won't let me until I show my ID. Now it's not giving me the fucking notification. Oh, it did let me there. I don't know why it's fucking being like 1 second it's like, you're not allowed to post. And then the next second, oh yeah, you're allowed to post. I hate this fucking thing. Now it's letting me post. It earlier on it wouldn't let me post. Now it's letting me post. It's a bastard thing. Oh no, here we are. At least I'm not fucking lying. Here we are. Show me your ID. Take a photo of your ID. Take a 6-second video of yourself. But show me your ID. But yeah, you have to be 2 months on YouTube, like on this other channel that I have, to allow to use the community post feature. Even though I was allowed to post a few things, but now they're like, show me your ID, tell me your name. What the fuck are you doing? There you go. So yeah, that's bullshit. That you're not allowed. But it let me post it there a few seconds ago, and then it was like, no, show me your ID. You're not allowed. You own nothing and be happy about it. So it's great stuff. We all just talking about some random places. Fuck it all, fuck it too, fuck it. The approval process. Yeah. Yeah, we're not allowed. We're being bad people. YouTube does not like us. We have too much to say. And they don't like that. You're supposed to own nothing and be happy about it. Echoes in my bathroom. What the fuck? Oh, you have it on the bathroom. James and Sage are just having a talk about random fucking shit. Random stuff. But anyway, I think we might leave it there for tonight. Unless there's something else anybody wants to discuss. Or anything else. But I think that's all she said for tonight. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Unless anybody has anything else. One moment, so I just had to do something. Multitasking. Fuck off out of Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's only another few weeks. The end of May, but so another maybe 10 classes, something like that. So yeah. So after that, we'll see what happens. But I can tell you more about it because obviously at the moment I can't really say much about it, unfortunately. But it's not until next Friday because of the bank holiday. So basically, yeah. So it'll be only once next week. And then the week after that, after next week, it's back to Mondays and Fridays. And then the week after that, it'll be Mondays, Tuesdays, and Fridays and stuff for the last 2 weeks. So yeah. Then we see after that. But yeah, that's it for tonight. That's all she wrote. A bit longer than we usually would be, but we said we'd be live a bit longer. So yeah, that's it. Thanks everyone. I appreciate just being here. It's been. I suppose we were early today too because we're done at 6 o'clock. But anyway, I appreciate everybody being here tonight. We should be back hopefully Thursday. There shouldn't be anything stopping me Thursday. It's like Wednesday, sorry, from live streaming. All going well, of course. But yeah. So that's it for the moment, yeah. There's a video up, as I say, about San Marlon. The bit of the 2-hour video. I'm glad we did. I think James cheered you up the most. But yeah, thank you everyone. Enjoy the rest of your night. And we chat again, hopefully, please God, Wednesday. But yeah, thank you. Appreciate it as always. And good night.